Hi, welcome to Happier Ladies. We're sisters who discuss all things related to work, family, and personal growth.
We draw inspiration from everywhere, especially from you, our listeners, to keep moving forward with joy and laughter in the big adventure that is life.
1 week at a time.
I'm Azizi Williams. I live and work in the LA area. I'm a mom of 2 adult children, and I'm an education professional in the independent school world. I'm here with my sister, Malika Amandi.
That's me. I'm a SoCal native living in Western Massachusetts, a mom of 2 littles, and I work in higher ed.
In this episode, we discuss our skincare updates, and then we'll recap our favorite moments from the Happier with Gretchen Rubin podcast and the Happier in Hollywood, hosted by Liz Craft and Sarah Fain podcasts.
But first, Azizi, I have come to a realization about something I enjoy. You know, we're always paying attention.
These things. It's about knowing yourself.
That we like. And something that I really like is, and this is in a bar context, a flight where you order, like you pick lots of different things and then you taste them. You get smaller portions, but more. I had an experience at this beautiful bar, Sub Rosa, first with Norm and then with you when you were here.
I know. I got to go experience it. It wasn't our first time. We had our very first and our only Happier Ladies meetup there.
Yes. Shout out to everyone who came that day 2 years ago. It's just the best. It's like, it's a bar and it's also like a flower shop.
Yeah.
Like all of the floral arrangements are for sale. And it's just got this very powerful feminine energy, but like
it's very cool, and it's also very comfortable and cozy, but beautiful.
Yes.
And nice soft chairs. I don't know. The lighting was a little too dark, but it was a mood. It was definitely a mood. And it was nice to be back. If I lived out there, I would get their flower subscription 100%. They have like a monthly flower subscription service that I would definitely get. But anyway, we were there, and what did you experience?
Yes. So they have on their menu like 12 different Amaros. An Amaro is a liquor. It's like a liqueur. And Aperol is, I think, in the same category.
Yeah, that was listed.
So they're like very herby, very intense. They're called digestifs. It's like an after dinner drink. Generally, it's a small pour anyway, but they offered a flight. So you could order 3 and taste them. And they have these really like wordy descriptions,
all the notes,
where you're like,
all the herbs,
eucalyptus and leather and citrus. Like, what even is that? And so when I was with Norm, we did it. I did it and he got a different drink, but we both kind of interacted with mine. And then when you were there, we both got flights. Yeah. So it was like we had 6 different things to try.
6 tastes.
And it's just so interactive and like fun to kind of compare. And there was one that I ordered. The description was just wild. And I was like, oh, I want that. And it was also like one of the more expensive ones. So I was like, well, the flight is a flat price. Let's maximize the flight.
You're getting your value for money.
And the server, who's also like the owner, was like, that one is super strong. People really love it or they really hate it. Kind of like giving me all these opportunities to get something else.
Malika, she's clearly telling you, do not take this. Don't drink this. It's probably been sent back before. And that, for me, would have been a cute, I would say, thank you. I will get something else. But Malika's like, oh no, I'm getting it now. You doubled down.
It made me want to know, well, what is the thing that people love or hate? I want to try it for myself. And I did. It was very intense and kind of gross, but I'm glad I experienced it.
It's kind of gross. I have a great picture of you. So first of all, when they came, the owner slid you a cup of ice. Like she just very discreetly pushed some ice towards you. Because she's seen this before. She knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
And so I was waiting for you to get to it. And I took a picture and your face was so funny. And I love the way you described it. Describe the taste, Malika.
I said it's really amazing that something could taste like dirty, like toilet water and like cleaning products at the same time. It was just like such a wild combination.
For me, I got some gasoline notes. It was but,
Fumes.
I mean, I do wanna say I had never heard of Amaro before. I had never heard of it. This is my first time. I'm like, "What are we talking about here?" And I actually really liked it. I chose very well. Almost all of the ones that I had were delicious, and I would have again. Your taste is a little different, but I highly recommend if you haven't had one
Yeah, I
to
think
try
I'm
it.
gonna be looking for them now. But just all that to say, flights are fun. I get the hype. I don't know. I've had them in the past, but I've never been so excited about them before. Maybe because these flavors are so strong,
Yeah.
that makes it fun. But I could see doing like a tequila flight or,
Yeah, a lot of places have wine flights.
I mean, I've done wine flights before, but
At Disneyland, there was a margarita flight. That was fun.
okay.
I'm with you. And yeah, fun to do in a group because
Yes.
there's a lot to talk about and discuss, and everyone has different tastes. And yeah, it was fun.
Now it's time for Things That Please Us, where we share about the things that bring us joy.
We're going to talk about skincare, and I have some new products, some updates to my routine that I wanted to share with you. But first, I wanted to tell you, Malika, that I was listening to a recent episode of Happier. I don't remember which one it was, but Gretchen was excitedly talking about a new purchase, and her new purchase were wristbands that you wear when you are washing your face so that water doesn't flow down your arms. And Liz was like, "Yes, that's a problem. Like your robe sleeves get all wet." And I was so excited because, a little while
Ugh,
ago, I made this purchase and talked about how these solve a problem, and you poo pooed it. You were not into it.
I did. I'm surprised that they, as underbuyers, really kind of are into this, but I think maybe it's just a thing. I just don't have that problem. I don't know.
It's a
I
legit
stand by
problem.
my feelings,
Wow.
but I can recognize that it's useful for others.
Well, I thought, like, is it just me? No one else experiences this? But the very Gretchen was like, this is a big problem and these wristbands solve them. So, anyway, just wanted to put that out there since we're revisiting skincare. But I have a few things that I want to share with you that I'm loving right now.
All right. So tell me about these oils.
Okay, I brought them all here. So I'm going to
Okay.
take them out. I'll hold it up because aren't we on YouTube or something? Or maybe not. I don't know where
Sometimes,
we
but
are.
just little clips.
Okay,
No,
well,
that's not true. We
I'll
are on
describe it.
YouTube.
I'll describe
You're
it.
right.
So, first of all, oils. Oh my goodness. I guess I've always used maybe one oil, but I've just really have a deep appreciation for how oils fit into my skincare routine. And so I'm going to share with you the oils that I've been using lately. Especially in the morning, I love this warming clove and lemon peel blend
Mm.
essential oil. But what I do is I drop drops in the sink and I turn on the hot water and it just scents the bathroom while I'm getting ready.
Oh,
It's such a fun way to start the day, Malika, with a little bit of scent, right? So
yeah.
I do that. And as the water is bringing the scent out, I have a little qigong routine I do, but we'll talk about that another time. That's another segment. Okay. So
Whoa. Okay.
that's my
What
morning
are you doing
ritual.
in there? Okay.
The other oil that I use that I actually have bought this now 3 more times, it's called Everyday Oil. This company, all they do is make these oils. They make it's an oil blend. It comes in maybe 3 different scents, and the blends might be slightly different, but you use it to cleanse or moisturize anywhere, hair, body, wherever. My skin loves it. I use it in the morning and at night, this everyday oil, and I have rebought it because I've used other oils before, but this one in particular is just
Now, where do you use it? Do you use it on your face?
well, okay. So at night, after I wash my face, if I do like serums or acids or anything like that. The oil is the last thing I put on. And in the morning, after I cleanse again in the morning, I put the oil on and then I put my sunscreens and things on top of it. So this has been the winter that I've been using it. And it's been sort of cooler. In the summer, we'll see if I use it as much. But my skin loves it.
Hmm.
So anyway, I was sad when it ran out. I bought it again and I wanted to share that with you. The other thing I've been using is Osea. I think that's how you say it. Vagus nerve oil. It's OSEA.
Mm-hmm.
It's a oil that's specifically for your vagus nerve, which I have learned there's all kinds of theories around the nerve that connects your neck and your shoulders behind your
Mm.
ear. Have you heard of this before?
I think so. Yes.
And it's supposed to, I don't know, when you stimulate it, help you relax
Mm-hmm.
and sleep better. And so
It's
this is a line of product.
I've heard of it, but I didn't know where it was.
Yeah, it's behind. I know. Listen, I'm not a doctor or an esthetician. I don't really know. And I also don't really know if this oil is necessary for that. Like, this might be a little bit of, we're selling you something else, but I think, where did I get it? It was on sale. I can't remember, but I was like, I want to just give this a shot. And it smells really nice and it feels good. And why not use it if it feels good and smells nice? So that has entered the routine.
So you use it to massage between your shoulders?
Before I go to bed, like, I just put a little bit behind my ears and my neck and down to my shoulders,
Okay.
and, like, just give myself a massage, and it's like,
Nice.
"That feels nice, right? Why not?"
Yeah.
I could probably use any of these oils for that activity, but this one says it's for the nerve, and so I'm using it. The other one is the sesame oil. We talked about this a little bit when we were talking about Ayurvedic rituals,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
so I do try to massage inside my nose with sesame oil when I remember. And the last oil is this rosemary condition and shine hair oil from Weleda. So this is not skincare, this is for hair. Rosemary essential oil is supposed to be very good for your hair and for hair growth.
Mm,
And Weleda is a brand that I love, and they have
I do
a
too.
specific one, and I've bought this multiple times also. So this I'll massage into my scalp. I'll do it to like moisturize my braids or my hair or my tips, and I like it. Feels good. Smells
Does
good.
it give you that like rosemary tingly feeling?
Not so much. I don't get a tingle. It's a strong scent. I like it. I usually do that before bed. So those are all the oils that I wanted to share with you. The other product that I am loving right now, compressed towelettes. So I don't use the wristbands anymore, Malika, because
Okay.
I have discovered these compressed towelettes, and I get ones that are made out of bamboo, so it's like a renewable source, but they're compressed, so they're like tiny little tablets that are individually packed.
Mm,
And also, I have shared that through Grove, I used to have some compressed towelettes that were rose scented and that were
okay.
in an aluminum tin. And I really liked those because they were rose scented. You take one at a time, you run it underwater, and it opens up into like a washcloth that you could
Okay.
use. So I wet my face, I put the cleanser on, and I use one of these compressed sheets to take the cleanser off before
Okay.
I do my serums and my oils
And
and my
then is it like
moisturizers.
a paper towel, like you throw it away, or do you
You
put it in the
throw it away.
wash? Okay.
I liked the ones that come in a 10, like I said, because they were rose scented. It's from a brand called Rooted, and it was lovely, except one day I spilled them and they
Oh.
all they all opened up in the sink, you know?
Oh,
And then I realized, okay, actually the individually packaged ones, I get it now because you don't want it to get wet before you're ready or you don't want it to hit moisture.
right.
And these are amazing to travel with because when you're going to a hotel or an Airbnb, maybe you want a new washcloth or, maybe
Mhm.
there's a lot of guests there. And this way you have something for your face or you could take it in the shower. I love these and they're small and they pack well. The last thing I'm going to share, are you still with
I'm
me?
still with you.
Okay. The last thing I'm going to share is Mega Babe Magic Powder Stay Dry Lotion Powder. So this is an interesting product because I bought it. Mega Babe, they make the what's it called? Like
Chafing cream.
the thigh chafing cream so
Yeah,
that you
that looks like
don't like
deodorant.
wearing shorts or a skirt, right? You don't chafe your thighs. And I have not been that into it or have not really needed it that much, but I saw this product and I thought this is really interesting. I'm going to buy it and we'll see what happens. And actually, I brought it to Coachella, and it was great. So what happens, it's a liquid, and you just rub it on like a lotion, and it turns to powder. And so it's just easier to apply. It doesn't feel
Mm,
greasy like the other stuff, and you can put it everywhere. And
hmm.
it helps with sweat and chafing and all of that. So I think this is actually handy. And as the weather's warming up, you might find it useful also.
Hmm.
There you go.
Nice.
Those are all my things.
What a bounty.
Right? I
It's
know.
a lot
It's
of
just sort of,
oils.
it's a lot of oils. But you know what? I think what happens is when you get older, I think you dry up a little bit. I think you just need to work harder to stay
It's great.
moisturized.
Do you use all of these products every day?
I don't use the rosemary hair oil every day. I use that
Okay.
when I feel like my hair is getting dry or my scalp's getting dry. And I don't use the Mega Babe every day. But the other ones, more or less, I use them every day. And that everyday oil I use twice a day.
Mm.
So that's my skincare update. What about you,
Oh,
Malika?
I don't have any updates.
What?
Skincare updates. It's all
Y-
the same.
You have nothing? No
Nothing.
updates?
No.
Oh.
Well, I guess there's the product. I think you gave it to me for my birthday last year, so it's not very new. Or maybe it was
What
Christmas.
was it?
The milk, maybe Norm gave it to me for
Oh, the Hydro
it's
Grip?
a yes. Did I talk about it already?
No,
I
but I
don't
did give
know.
it to you.
It's a Hydro Grip. The brand is Milk, and it's like a primer spray that I put on or no, you put it on after you put it on makeup. It's
Okay.
like a hydrating, it's supposed to, like, make
So it's like
everything kind of
setting.
stay. Setting spray, yes. I've been using that,
It's like a pump spray. You spray it on and oh,
yes,
okay.
and I think it works. That's
Okay.
I don't use it every day, I don't wear makeup every day, but I do try to use it if I put on eyeliner because I tend to get,
Mm.
like, raccoon eyes,
I do
so it
too.
helps with that for sure, and
Okay.
you mentioned before the Avion hydrating
Uh-huh.
spray. That's in my office at work,
That's
and
just water.
well, it feels good.
All right.
It's in a special bottle.
It is in a special
I
bottle.
think that's it. I haven't really had the right setting to delve into oils and things.
What's the right setting?
I think I need more time in the morning and in the night to, like, do more than just put on just a splash of water and the moisturizer.
I think you can give yourself, 5 more minutes.
Feels like I don't know when this time will be, but, like, maybe 10 years ago or 8 years ago, pre-kids, I did have, like, a skincare moment where I had, like,
Yeah.
serums and toners, and someone I knew was selling stuff, and so I ended up buying a
Ah,
bunch, but my face felt so good. It was like
yeah,
I get it. It was a
right,
lot of steps, but it was fun. It was kinda during the pandemic. There was what else are we doing, you know? I
right.
have
That
time for
skincare got
masks and
very
things.
popular in the pandemic. That's true.
And then I think now it's just like and I have products around the house, I just haven't had time to really integrate them, and I have a lot of theories. I had a vanity at one time, and it's just covered up and has stuff all over it
Malika,
now.
you're depressing me. Now I'm just depressed. Let's stop talking. I'm gonna make 2 suggestions for you. One is essential oils because you have them.
I
I've
do
given you
use
some.
essential oils. I do use them in the
Okay,
shower.
good. And so in the morning, also when you're splashing that water on your face, just throw some essential oil in the sink
That is a great
before you do that.
takeaway. I can do that.
Okay? That takes 30 seconds. My other suggestion is some like the vagus nerve oil because you could have this on your nightstand and you can do it before you go to bed. Like
Yeah.
you could do it, you're in the bed and you're on your way to sleep. You could introduce that. That's all.
Okay. I can do
Okay,
that.
good. Goals. Those are goals. Goals, stretch goals.
Thank you, Zizi.
You're welcome.
Let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll recap our favorite moments from Happier and Happier in Hollywood.
You said this place was steps from the water.
We just haven't found the steps yet.
How much did we save?
Enough.
Enough to get lost?
Or you could book a stay with Hilton.
Welcome to your oceanfront room, just steps from the water.
The Hilton sale is on now. Book on Hilton.com or the Hilton app and save up to 20% to get the stay you expected. When you want savings, not surprises, it matters where you stay. Hilton, for the stay.
If we knew more about our sleep, what would we do differently? Would we go to bed at a consistent time or take steps to reduce interruptions to our sleep? With Sleep Score, Apple Watch measures your bedtime consistency, interruptions, and sleep duration. Then, every morning it combines these factors into an easy-to-understand score from 1 to 100. So you'll know how to take the quality of your sleep from okay to very high. Know your sleep score with Apple Watch. iPhone 11 or later required.
And we're back with Podcast Recap, where we compare notes about our favorite moments from Happier and Happier in Hollywood.
So, on a recent Happier in Hollywood episode, Liz and Sarah, they talked about Mimsy May, which is kind of a nickname for like whimsical May, bringing whimsy into your month. And they got some listener updates about it. People were sharing little fun things that they're doing. So I thought we could check in. What are some whimsical things happening in your life right now?
Should we just go back and forth?
Sure. You give me one, I'll give you one.
Okay. The new background feature in iMessage chats.
So this is something that a friend that I'm in a text thread with, my Heated Rivalry mom group text thread, somebody changed. I didn't know that you could have a background, and we kind of play around with the name of the thread and the image. And all of a sudden there was a background. It was like a scene from The Cottage.
Comes up every episode.
So fun. I cannot help it. It's just, it's who I am now.
It's a part of your identity.
It is.
Okay. It's really cool, though.
But it's just
that
fun.
Feature.
So the texts are just overlaid on this background, and you can make it any image in your phone. I did it in a chat with Granny and Grandpa. It's like a picture of Indigo and Daddy. Aww. And then I did one in our conversation. It's like you and Quincy. It's just like one of those things. It doesn't feel essential, but it adds so much.
Yeah. It's a great use of space that's not being utilized.
Absolutely.
You showed me how to do it. You walked me through the steps, and I immediately showed Grayson, and he was like, whoa. And he took it off.
It was too much.
It was too much. It's a lot of sensory information. So then I told Ilea, and she's like, yeah, I know. Of course, right? My daughters already know. But it's pretty cool. So how do people do this, Malika?
It's a feature on iPhones in iMessage. You have to like click into a text thread. And if you click on the person's name at the top of that thread, there's a section where you see info about them, you see photos, you see links, and there's a new kind of tab right after info that is backgrounds. So you click on that, and then there's some different standard ones, or you can do a photo. It'll suggest some photos, or you could search. And then there's ways to kind of play with the filters of that image, and then it's just there. And like, you set it, you see it, the other person sees it too. They could change it. Anyone can change it.
That's what's amazing. It's that it's not just facing you. It's also facing them or anyone in the chat.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's kind of fun.
Technology.
I haven't done this with all of my threads or anything, but it's just kind of fun to know that it's there.
I know. I was immediately like, who else could I do it? And then I was like, it feels a little aggressive if it feels a little intimate, you know? It feels like
it's
someone
saying something.
Close.
Yes.
It's saying something. It's a little more of yourself than maybe you want to with just everybody. So I don't know.
Use thoughtfully. Okay. Strawberry lipstick holder.
Well, Malika, for my birthday, you sent me this gift that was on my giftful list.
Yes.
And I was so excited to get it. And now I use it every day.
Oh, wow.
It's a holder. It looks like a wallet. And then when you open it, there's a space where your lipsticks go. There's kind of a big mirror so that you always have your lipsticks handy. They're not floating around in your purse. And
Mm.
then when you want to put it on, you have a mirror right there, ready to go. So it's fun because it's whimsical because it's a bright strawberry pattern, which just makes me happy. But I wasn't sure, will this be useful? And it turns out it actually is. Now, I will say the one drawback is that it doesn't, the milk lip stain
Oh,
that
it's
we
probably
like,
too wide.
it's too wide. So that doesn't fit in here. But my chapstick, my Burt's Bees, my, lipstick crayon, even my little like fake lash wand for my eyes fits there. Tweezers fit there. A lot can fit there. And I'm loving that. So thank you, Malika.
Nice.
Yes, a little bit of whimsy.
Yeah, I might have to put one of those on my giftful too, because I have had many situations where my lipsticks get cracked or the
Oh,
lid falls
yeah.
off inside my makeup bag and it's like a
That's the worst. And
mess.
even in your makeup bag, it's just like, yeah, it's just floating around in there and you're like constantly digging through to try to find
Yeah.
it. But this, I've done it driving, like it's pretty easy. And there's so many different patterns available. So, okay, for you, you need more cat paws for a computer.
Yes. So you gave me like a sticker that goes over the mouse pad of my laptop, the trackpad. And I was kind of like, you had an extra one. We talked about
Yes.
this. I was like, I don't need that. And you're like, just take it. I have it. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I put it on and like, at first it was kind of weird, but then I got used to it and I liked it. And now I have a different computer and I'm like, where are the cat paws? I don't
What to do
know.
with your paws?
No, like I don't
where do
know
you
where
put
to
your
put my
paws if you
paws.
don't have the image of the cat paws?
It just feels so
That's
naked
funny.
now and like there's no whimsy here. So I have to find something that works for this computer. Like it was harder to find online than
Really?
I
I would just
thought, but I
assume
think I might
you
go to
just go to Amazon,
Etsy.
it'd be right there. Not so
It was
much.
not.
Huh.
So I think I'm searching for that
All right.
whimsy. Goats.
This is so cool. On my way home, I live near the Rose Bowl, and there's sort of like an arroyo where you drive through, and it's a shortcut for me so that I can get off the freeway earlier and go home. And usually, it's interesting. You might see runners. Maybe they're cleaning up from a festival. They're soccer players. It's just a nice scenic route. Well, last week I was taking this route and there was all this traffic. I looked over to see what it was, and there were like hundreds of goats that were on the hill just doing their
Wow.
thing. And so people had parked their cars, they were taking pictures. They'd set up an electric fence so that the goats couldn't just go out into the street. But who knew? And I was driving and I was like, wow, that's a lot of goats. And I was driving to go home and I was like, I need to see those goats up close. So I made a U-turn,
Pulled over.
pulled over, darted across the street, and immediately FaceTimed Ilea and Sinai so that they could also see the goats.
Oh.
And it was so relaxing to just look at goats. They were different sizes and different patterns. Some were in the trees. I think it's a program to help clear brush so that it's not,
Oh.
so prone to fires. So this is an organic way to
Oh.
clear brush in like hard to reach places. And boy, those goats were
Wow.
happy. So that was about 2 weeks ago. And the girls are now home and they were so excited to see the goats. The goats are gone. It was,
Well, what's their next assignment? Where do they go?
I don't know. Nobody knows.
They need an
as Norm would
Instagram
say.
account.
They probably have one. I don't know. But that was a whimsical way to end the day in May. It was just staring at
I
goats.
love that.
Yeah. Okay, for you, baby bunnies in the backyard.
So we have a lot of rabbits in our community. They are cute, but they're not special. Like,
Right.
I mean,
Wow.
it's like squirrels. They're all over the place. Often you'll see them running through the backyard. Kermit chases them. And there was one that was just kind of hanging out and
Yeah.
it was really being territorial in the backyard, which was weird. And it turns out that there was a rabbit that had bunnies
Aw.
in the backyard in like a little hovel that was underneath a plant kind of near a tree that Kermit dug up a little bit, but we were
Mm.
able to protect them from the dog. And Norm kind of built a little enclosure around. He like put up some, I don't know where he found this stuff in our backyard, but turned a chair over and did different things just to kind of protect it. And we didn't touch the bunnies at all, but asked Ilea to look at them when she was
Mm.
here to make sure, because one was kind of separate from the group. And I think it got reincorporated. So it was just like a sweet kind of
Yeah.
fun thing for a couple days. Like I only poked in one, didn't poke in, but like looked in once. And you just
Aw.
saw these little things moving. There were like maybe 6 in there. And
Did Indigo see them?
he did, yeah. We didn't spend a lot of time looking at them because we didn't want to disturb them or freak
Yes,
the mom out.
yes.
And now they're gone. So
Oh, the
they
little bunnies
moved
are
on. I hope that
gone.
they're okay and that, they found a
Aw.
home that was better for them. But it's just like,
Look at
oh,
us
little
and all the animals.
bunnies.
We each have animal encounters.
It's very
That's nice.
sweet. Yeah. All right. Cursor Camp from the Good List.
All right. So the good list is put out by the New York Times, I think once a week, and it's 6 short stories to like make you happy. And there's a lot there. I'm not going to talk about all of it, but the Cursor Camp was one of their pieces. And I tried it and it is so much fun. And I sent it to you, Malika. So it's like, how do I describe it? It's like The Sims, like a video game, but when you click on it, immediately you are transported to a summer camp scene with all different things to do. You can go to the fire, you can go to the merry-go-round. You're at summer camp, but it's your cursor that is the thing that is interacting with all the other cursors of people all over the world who happen to also be there. And it's like this funny way of having a feeling community because the only thing on your cursor is your country's flag. It's really, really tiny. And so you see different people from other countries that are there. And you could take your cursor. And when I say cursor, it's that little arrow on the computer that you control with your mouse or with your trackpad. You could do it on your phone also. And so you see other cursors there with marshmallows by the fire. You
It's
could
so
go
silly.
on the merry-go-round. It's so small and so silly, but also so sweet.
Yeah.
So if you need to have a reset or waste a little bit of time, you could go to Cursor Camp and get the summer vibes. Okay, Malika, French.
All right. I thought I would just throw this in here. So one of my goals for the year is to keep my connection to French alive and to keep learning and all that. So I recently started listening to The
Oh,
Parisian
yeah.
Agency, the show on Netflix that I was really into, the reality show that's like about a French real estate family. So now I'm listening to it like before bed, like when I would
Oh,
usually listen to
yeah.
Frasier or watch Frasier or New Girl. I put that on and I put it on with
Oh,
French subtitles.
wow.
So
You
it's like
double
double
French.
French.
Okay.
Like
You're reading it and watching it.
I've seen the whole
Yeah.
series, so I kind of know the storyline already of the episodes. So it feels like it's falling into that subconscious place, which is where
Yeah.
I want to just be hearing French, right? And like picking things up. And so that's one thing that I'm doing. The other thing that I decided to do, it's only been like a day, is I changed the language on my phone to French, like the primary
Oh, that's taking it up
language.
a notch.
It is taking it up a notch. It is so interesting how different it is, but it makes me feel so like I'm really doing this. I'm really learning
Wow.
French. I'm really like, because, how many times do we interact with
Yeah,
our
too many.
phone? And there's just such specific vocabulary that's different from other
Yeah.
parts of life for like the weather app and
Oof.
settings and message read. All these things are in French now, and I'm like learning new words. And also I feel like it feels uncomfortable for now a day, but I feel like in 3 days it's going to feel
Yeah.
normal. which is
My
cool.
friend Farah did this for Russian when she was going to Russia to do some work. She was creating art there years ago. And I thought, yeah, that's hardcore. She had directions in Russian, like the whole thing.
Yeah.
But this is such a good idea. And it's a great way to kind of, I can imagine like if you were to go on a trip and when you get back, you kind of feel like you're still there. I'm going on a family reunion cruise to Ensenada. And so I'm trying to brush up on my Spanish. I think I want to do this, but not until the summer.
Do it.
I think it would slow me down a little bit too much right now, but in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Great idea.
All right. I think it's a good, just language learning hack. If there's something you're working
Yeah.
on anyway.
Be more immersive, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Last Mimsy May weekend dance.
Okay, this is really short. So a colleague of mine, Kim, she used to, when she was a teacher, had a classroom that was across from my office. And on Fridays, I would see her, I could like see directly into her classroom and I could see her dancing and all the kids would be dancing. And they had this chant. And I'm going to share the chant with you because it just tickled me. And they would do it every Friday at the end of the day, like right before they left the classroom. They would go, "It's time for the weekend. It's time for the weekend. It's time for the weekend. Weekend dance. It's time for the weekend. It's time for the weekend. It's time for the weekend. Weekend dance." I did it today. Today happens to be Friday. When I got home, I did the weekend dance. I forgot how much fun it was. So I'm bringing that back. The weekend dance.
I
That's
love
going to happen
that.
on Fridays.
That's fun. I like that.
I mean, this is Mimsy May, but these things are going to continue on. you
Yes.
know? But it's nice to highlight them. Wow, we had a lot.
We sure did. So on Happier, episode 585, Gretchen and Liz talk about this notion of, Gretchen brought it up, the end of history fallacy, which is this idea that we kind of, at multiple points in our lives, wherever we are now, we feel like we kind of know everything that we're going to know and like our ideas are what they are. So she kind of brought up her daughter who's in her 20s, who is like, now I know what my style is. This is my style. Like I found it. And then a year later, she's like, no, this is my style.
Mm-hmm.
And so like the way that we come to these understandings of ourselves and we're like, yeah, that's it. So it feels like the end of history. Like I was this way before and now here I am and that's it. But the reality and the research, I guess, shows that people change for their whole lives, continue to evolve, right? And that there is no end of history. It's just like you keep growing and shifting and changing and your ideas can move. But that it is interesting. It is common to feel like whatever you're at now is like the end.
Wow. That's good to remember.
Yes.
And I think, in my old age, I feel this now. I feel like I've made declarations or I have felt like this is who I am as a person, but maybe I am not that, or maybe I want to do this other thing. Like I'm more open to this idea that you're continuously changing and growing, even as we make these declarations.
Right.
I think it's still discover something. You still get excited about it, and you don't want to not be excited about something you've learned about yourself or something that works for you. But I like the idea of remembering to stay open to the fact that you will change again.
And I think a question I had from it is like, does this idea, the fact that you still are changing and will always keep changing, is it exciting or is it unsettling? That could be a know yourself better. I think it's exciting.
I think it's exciting too. And it makes me think about my work with students. We do a lot of self-portraits.
Oh, yeah.
And several times a year, the students are making self-portraits using different medium. And it's an invitation to think about who are you, and who you are is always changing. And every year you get to learn something new about yourself or have this other identity. And by asking that question, you normalize that it's okay. And then also you get to meet other people, even kids that you think you're going to learn something new about someone who's, sitting across from you. So I think it's exciting. But again, my tolerance for change is very high. I'm very comfortable with
Yeah.
change. So I'm sure for others it's not.
I went to a yoga class recently, and the teacher kind of dropped this question in, like, think about, what is your identity? We think of our identity as the part of ourselves that doesn't change, that's just true.
Hmm.
And so she's like, just think about that. What is your identity? What is the part of you that never changes? And then we did some stretches and some poses. And then she came
Okay.
back in. She's like, so, kind of in this tradition of yoga, the thing that doesn't change, it's not your identity as, like, a mother or a daughter or friend, whatever. It's actually the part of you that's a witness. The part that is watching yourself is what doesn't
Hmm.
change. And I
Hmm.
was like, ooh, it kind of gave me goosebumps. Like, that is
Yeah.
the part of ourself from as long as we're kind of conscious that we're noticing ourselves, right? And that's even when we
Ooh.
talk about, like, the voice or your thoughts, the witness is the person that's listening. That's the,
Hmm.
like, I still don't totally understand it.
But
Like,
can't that person change too? Like, because can't the observer be judgmental or,
yeah, but that's,
negative?
I think the witness grows with you, but there is something about that witness that is
Oh,
different than
sounds kind of scary.
I
I'm
know what
gonna look
she
behind
means.
me. Is there a witness?
Who else is in the room with me? I
Interesting.
know
All
what
right.
you
I'm gonna
mean.
be thinking about that. I'm gonna be thinking about that. Yeah, but I love that we get to change and grow and be other things. Like there's a prompt that I've used before, which is I used to think, but now I know,
Mm,
you know?
mhm, mhm.
And that could be a fun thing or a good prompt. Like I used to be this way, but now I'm this way,
Yeah.
fill in the blank. Yeah. Well, let's take a break. And when we get back, we will do peaks and valleys.
Some things are impossible to miss, like an elephant in the room, or a bull in a china shop, or this season's amazing offers, brought to you by PayPal. Discover offers from hundreds of brands like Viator, Allbirds, and Tory Burch right in the PayPal app. Save an offer before you check out with PayPal and earn unlimited rewards. Download the PayPal app to get started. Terms and exclusions apply. See paypal.com/rewards terms.
And we're back with peaks and valleys because in life there are always peaks and there are always valleys. This is an odd episode, so Malika is up with a peak.
All right. So my peak, I kind of mentioned this before, is that I have a new computer. It is, shout out to our father. He gave me his old computer. And
Lucky.
so it's
You
new to
always seem to
me.
get his old tech.
Well,
Somehow you're always in line next.
I asked.
All right.
I'm listening. When he says he has something new, I kind of get in there and say, whoa, can I have the old one? And I just have to say, it's so much faster than the laptop that I had been using. Like,
Yes.
we record using the laptop, we were having all kinds of issues. And
Yeah.
I mean, there was just for a long time, it was
Like
just
6
slow
months.
and
Just to
bad.
get a new computer.
So I feel grateful to have just such a quick upgrade. How
Hey.
about you, Azizi? What's your peak or what's your valley?
Well, as we record this, we're like smack in the middle of May. And in independent schools, we call it the 1,000 days of May because
Ooh.
it just goes on and on and on. Everything is important. There's so many meetings. It's the end of the school year. The school year ends the first week in June. So you have to finish everything up. And there's just a lot of meetings, performances, special events. that happen in May. And also, on top of that, this year we had Ilea's graduation and this big travel trip. Then Ilea came home. I had to pick her up from the airport. Now both the girls are home. These are all great things. But the result is that this week I have not slept a lot and I'm tired. And so yesterday we were going to podcast. I had a late board meeting and I was like, I just need to sleep for an hour. I don't ever nap. It's like, can we do this another time? Because physically I need to rest. I don't ever do that, but it's just, there's a lot to do and not enough time to do it all. So, but once the school year ends, the tone changes and there will be plenty of time for rest and slowing down. So I have to just get through it.
That does sound intense.
Remember, that song, you can't go over it, can't go under it, gotta go through it.
Gotta go through it.
That's it. June's coming.
June is coming. Well, that brings us to the end. Let's leave on a happier thought. What are you going to try this week?
There's so many things that we talked about. I think I'm going to try Spanish on my phone or get ready for it. Maybe not quite this week. I'm going to get through the 1,000 days of May. What about you?
I'm going to try some essential oils in the sink.
Nice.
In the morning.
Good.
Well, thank you for listening to this episode. You can find our show notes in the episode description. If you like us, please rate, review, and tell a friend. And don't forget to follow us.
Send us a message at happierladies@gmail.com.
Our show was edited by Magnus Bjorgum, and our theme music was created by Wyatt Muncie.
You can find us on Instagram at happierladies and on the web at happierladies.com and on YouTube at happierladies. All right, Malika, have a happier week.
Have a happier week, Azizi. Bye.
Bye.
But first, flights are fun. Did I write this?
You were going to talk about the flight of Amara.
Oh. I was thinking about flying on a plane. I'm
No,
you were on the
flights
plane.
are fun.
Okay.
This podcast is part of the Sound Advice FM network. Sound Advice FM, women's voices amplified.